urges in the mind. You'll be free of that. So that's one of the actual core benefits that will come through if you continue to mature in the practice. We might, as byproduct, get some therapeutic effect, certainly. But essentially, the practice will free you from suffering, ultimately. I don't know whether you want to do that or not. It's up to you. You might just want to feel good. I mean, there's good urges, there's good desires too. The desire for liberation, to be free and free others, then that is a good motivation to practice. Okay, so let's just look at the technique. We start focusing on the body. And in the instruction, there's a whole set of different ways to approach it. Anapanasati. Anapanasati, this is mindfulness, awareness of the in and out breath. Usually, I'm not sure, is, in this context, is to calm the mind. So you've got a base there. It's possible to do that. There are other things like the asuras, the 32 parts of the body. It's more, these are conceptual. There are even contemplating corpses, things like this. But I won't suggest that at all. It's more of a monkish thing. But anyway, it breaks that very powerful attachment to the body, lust and that kind of thing. So, but what we can do here is tune into the body to find what it's made up of, which are the primary elements. If we just talk about earth, air, fire, and water, then we're talking about concepts, ideas. But if we talk about heaviness, lightness, hardness, softness, these qualities, temperature, motion, vibration, these are the qualities that we can discern, tune into, find in our own bodies. And if we know these primary qualities, hardness, softness, movement, vibration, temperature, hot and cold, and even fluidity in the body, then we move from an attachment to the body's form and shape, a sort of image, if you like, goes phantom image. It's a phantom. If you look in the mirror, you see. If you look at another person, you see the image. But the body is made up of these elements. And if you know these elements, they're just processes of the body. They're just natural processes. It tends to weaken and eventually break this identification, this clinging for the body, the craving for the body. The body is just body. We're so attached to it that we're stuck there. We identify ourselves as being a body. We identify other bodies out there. But if we see the elements, we can be free of that. And we can then have a sense of, it may be vague, but it's certainly there, of not self, just a process going on. Whether you like it or not, they're impersonal processes. They don't belong to me, they're just processes that are manifesting. So we can look at the body directly as elements. And the easier element to apprehend, to know, is the air element of the life, or movement, vibration, and support, has these characteristics, specific characteristics. So we're in the body, we go to the center of the body, we find at the abdomen this natural movement. The the abdomen. The movement is caused by the breathing, surely. It's not breath meditation, it's not anapanasati. I suggest if you've done anapanasati, this might be one or two places here, just for this day of instruction, that we try this, find this natural movement of the abdomen, because so it's caused by the breathing. The breath goes in, the abdomen expands and contracts. The air, like a balloon, air going into a balloon, expands and contracts. That is natural movement. And you can find many subtleties within that movement. If you know just the movement, then you have no sense of the form and shape. Because normally we sort of project or superimpose an image of the body. So if we're in line exactly with just the specific characteristics of the movement of the abdomen, it's just movement we're experiencing, not the abdomen, not the sense of body. So that's the potential there. I mentioned, I would say we're attached to five groups. The body, number one, most obviously. The feelings, two. The perception, the mental constructions, and the knowing itself, the consciousness. So if we start at the body, grossly obvious, naturally, as the practice develops, matures, we'll see a more subtle, deeper level of the mind itself, the consciousness possible to the mind. But here we're at the body, and we find this movement, natural movement. Because we're in the center of the body. So, if you put your hand on the abdomen, you relax it, and what you find it's naturally moving, isn't it? True? Everybody finds some movement there. That's it. Anybody has it? Anybody has it? Got a problem? It just moves, isn't it? I mean, you don't have to think about it, you don't have to do anything other than tune into it. Connect with that natural movement. Of course, now you go. That then becomes the primary object in this sitting focus on the body. That's the primary object. In this particular technique, we have a primary object, and everything else that happens is secondary. So we're not excluding other experiences. While we need a reference point, we need to go deeper and explore, examine this primary object, the abdomen's natural rising, forward, expanding, contracting. Now, we're not holding the mind. We're not fixing, locking the mind into one object. If another object takes your attention, as it will, usually thinking, or discomfort in the body, emotions, sleepiness, usually, then revert to that secondary object. And when you look at that or acknowledge it, then you can go back to the primary object. So technique-wise, we're working from the primary object, natural movement, to any secondary object. And then you come back again. So you're not excluding things. This practice is inclusive. The person is open to what is happening at the present moment. So now to help you focus, and it's merely a device, an aid to help you, you could, and I suggest for beginners it's useful, that you make a mental note of the movement, concurrent with the experience of it, right after the experience. A very soft, very light mental note. So as the abdomen expands, you can make a soft mental note, rising, as it falls, forward, concurrent with the experience of the movement. Now there is a risk when